Hello, my beautiful loves of the world. It's me, Queen Nightmare, and I'm so sorry for it's taking so long for me to do stuff like this. It's because, I can explain. I broke my phone, and what I record on is my phone. So, that's amazing, right? Cherry on top of everything. Gosh, go away. I don't care. Stop giving me updates. I was going to do You Are My Sunshine, and guess what? I was reading it, and guess what happens? It stops recording right when I introduce myself. So I read for over half an hour, and all of it is for nothing. I will record You Are My Sunshine as soon as possible when I figure this stuff out, or I'm going to lose it. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna finish up this series before I do You Are My Sunshine. And I only have oh my gosh, that's the wrong one. I was like, wait a minute, I'm so confused. No, where'd you go? I'm gonna cry. I will cry right now if I don't find it. This is BS in the 3rd degree. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. I thought I lost it forever. Okay. Okay, let me breathe for a second. Okay, chapter 11. A month later, Draco did... Okay, I need to get into my reading voice. Chapter 11. A month later. Draco, did you pack yet? We are leaving in an hour, Blaze yelled from the downstairs to his friend, who was still apparently asleep. Everyone had already had breakfast and was ready except for Goyle and Draco, typical Slytherins. I can actually provide evidence of this. I am a horrible sleeper. I sleep like a rock, but then you can't wake me up for a long period of time. Oh my gosh. Draco? Hello? I'll get him, said Harry, already halfway up the stairs. He entered their room to find a peaceful sleeping Draco. He walked up, pulled the covers off with great force, and shouted, "Death Eater evasion!" I'm gonna cry. Let me do that again. He entered the room. Okay. Who? He entered the room to find a peaceful sleeping Draco. He walked up, pulled the covers off, with great force, and shouted, "Death Eater invasion!" Draco shot up from the shouted information, and the sudden cold air of the winter that wrapped his body. He sat up, looked around in bewilderment, only to find Harry holding his blanket, clutching his stomach of laughter. "You get!" Draco shouted at him, throwing a pillow at his head. He hit him good, and Harry fell to the floor from sudden dizziness. "Oh no! Oh no, you don't!" Harry jumped up, walked over to Draco, and no matter how much the other struggled to get away, Harry managed to tie him up in the blanket. He now couldn't move and fell back from the loss of balance. Fine, you win. Merlin, untie me, please," Draco pleaded, struggling with the blanket. Harry untied his husband, who lay still for a second or two before launching at him. The two fell on the floor, fighting each other of who will be on top. Wait, what? Harry was, of course, way stronger than a pregnant... Okay, wait a minute. Wait, you can't be on top when you're pregnant? Wait, wait, no, you can be on top if you're pregnant, but why would Harry be like, I gotta be on top, but you want to have pregnant sex? Isn't that very dangerous? I heard I heard that a lot of people do enjoy it, but it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. Anyways, now that I'm stopped acting like an idiot, and ended up being the one to lead the kiss that followed. "Good morning, sweetie," he muttered in Draco's ear, picking the boy off the floor. Good morning," Draco muttered back, slightly grumpy that Harry won each fight they had. "Did you pack your things yet? We are leaving in 30 minutes. Yeah, just need to get dressed." Draco pointed at a suitcase, and with a flick of a wand, it was already floating downstairs. Another flick, and he was already in his silk hoodie. "Today, I will finally have my sexy blonde back, and I will turn into a nerd again. Oh, yay me!" Harry whined as everybody was already downstairs, even Ginny and Goyle. Well, just as a reminder that the Harry I fell in love with, was the messy, dark-haired, emerald-eyed, cute boy, not a nerd. I am a nerd! No, you're not. You would be if you were studying all day like Granger. He blessed God she wasn't here. But those glasses and the stupid scar really add to your look. You are cute and amazing, Harry. Harry smiled and earned Draco a sweet kiss on the cheek. Draco beamed, happy with his position and reward. "All right, you two love doves. We gotta go now," said Blaise, walking up from behind the two, wrapping the arm around each one and pushing them out the door along with himself. They all go... Oops, hold on a second. I don't know why I'm having these bubbles right here. I can't burp on my own, so I don't understand it. Stay there, or I'll beat you. Okay. I am not doing violence against someone. I'm doing violence against, hand sanitizers that won't stay still. I just got them today. Oh, sorry. I haven't been feeling well, so I haven't been out and about. So now all my limbs hurt. Anyways, let's go on. They all got into the train. They all got to the train station and boarded the train to Hogwarts. Harry and Draco sat outside Ginny and Neville's cabin on the seats with tables. The two spent the ride talking about school and how to tell everyone about their marriage and future child. Well, I mean, he's over 4 weeks pregnant. He's showing, 4 months pregnant. Why did I say 4 weeks? Hui. And I'm pretty sure that marriage routine, they're still in the honeymoon phase, so I'm pretty sure they won't let each other go. They decided to tell only one teacher that didn't know yet, and a few other students that would be in their class, okay. They would leave the rest of them to spread the word and start gossips. Well, that would be fun. They already had a great plan. "What are you two laughing about?" said Lavender, sitting up next to Harry and wrapping a friendly arm around him. "Something gossips will start roaming about very, very soon," said Harry, putting his arm around Lavender too. He couldn't help but grin at Draco sitting on the other side of the table from him, his facial expression full of jealousy. Harry then teased him by twirling on... Okay, I will shoot my boyfriend if he ever does this to me. I'm sorry. Oh! Ow, 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 ow. Sorry. This is pissing me off. Pissing me off. Ugh. If your boyfriend ever does this to you, punch him in the face. I don't care if he's doing it, if they're not even doing anything. Punch him in the face. Okay. Anyways. Harry then teased him by twirling one of Lavender's hair locks around his finger gently. That set Draco off. I am so glad he didn't take his shit. Oh, I am so happy for Draco. Praise the gods. Okay, praise God. I'm not praising the gods. It's the big G, not the little g. And he turned to the window with a stiff, angry, and jealous mood. Lavender knew Harry did it to tease Draco, and the two of them chuckled, trying to hold back hard laughter as best as they could. "What are you laughing about?" said Draco, piercing Lavender with the "I will kill you slowly and painfully" stare. That's just my natural look. Lavender stopped laughing and pressed herself even closer to Harry for protection. "I am going to murder this hoe." Ookie spooky. Okay. That was the final straw. Harry propped his head up on one hand, covering his mouth and chin. He was looking out the window. He refused to talk to Harry for the rest of the ride. It wasn't fair. The gold digger was getting more attention from Harry, and Harry didn't seem to mind that, and didn't notice that Draco wanted to sit and cuddle with him. He was pouting and switched his thoughts back to schoolwork. When they arrived at the train station, Draco grabbed his luggage, extended the pregnancy hiding spell, and hopped off the train, not waiting for Harry. The DJ boy then hopped off the train too, caught up his jealous husband. "Why didn't you wait for me? I still had to help Lavender get her luggage off the train. Why do girls pack so much stuff?" Draco stiffened up at another mention of Lavender. "Ah, I see. Jealous, are we now?" Harry elbowed Draco on the shoulder, searching his face for signs of defeat. Instead, he found blush. "No, not at all. Come on, Draco. I know you for 7 years, and you are now my husband. I don't think I can now tell whether you are jealous over me or not." Draco kept quiet, but lowered his eyes slightly as they kept walking. Come on. Over this month, we got so many fans of our music, your talent performances, that we both are basically drowning in fangirls. Until they found out we were gay. And still, they keep coming from left and right. They think they can turn you straight. Trust me. I have met some fangirls that think that. Even gay guys keep approaching us. Oh. That's fucked. That is. Don't you think I've seen you being jealous a lot? I'll admit, I was jealous a lot as well. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Fine, I was. Hey, not my fault. Draco gave in and kissed his husband on the cheek. I can't give I can't, like, really just give up and saying that I was just jealous. My jealousy is more of an, I'm gonna fucking punch you if you come near me in this precise time. If you come near me, I will either beat you and kill you, or I will try to beat you, but I will cry uncontrollably. That's how my anger goes. I can't deal with that. If someone's, like, flirting with my man, girl, you better run. Or boy, I don't care. But and if he's flirting back, like, as a joke, I will still get mad because I get really sensitive. And whoever dates me will probably know this. I get really sensitive when someone, like, does that. I get self-conscious and I start to, like, maybe he doesn't want me anymore. So that's happened to me before. Trust me, it's happened. And it's happened to me when I was with my boyfriend and another guy was asking for a threesome. That's a different story time. But anyways, they entered school gates. Professor Slughorn was waiting for them. He used a flick of a wand and turned everyone back to normal. All the tattoos, piercings, accessories, and other adjustments were gone. Harry's messy raven hair was back, and the silly scar and glasses. Draco's platinum-styled hair and black suit were as black with gorgeous, expensive robes on. Harry's were old and classic. The two looked cute, back in their old looks. Slughorn looked slightly concerned as he noticed 2 identical rings on each boy's fingers as they were holding them. But he ignored it, smiled, and whispered something about it to Dumbledore, who was also greeting them, and smiled at them and winked at the 2 boys. Wait, it's not that type of wink, is it? Because we find out that Dumbledore is gay, but we don't know what he preferences. I hope he doesn't preference little boys. Because that would, like, take a dark turn. Oh my gosh. Harry went up in the middle of the night to meet Dumbledore. Illuminati confirmed. No, I'm kidding. Don't even think about that. After the 2 settled in, it was time for potions class. Their plan would be set and done there. Professor Snape didn't know about their marriage, and they would drop the bomb hard on him. And classmates that would be present with them in that class. Draco sat with the other Slytherins, while Harry sat with the Gryffindors. It was time to start the action. Before class, Harry met Hermione and Ron. After a month apart, told about his marriage and future son. They were happy for him, but slightly taken aback. Harry asked Ron to help him with his plan to break the news to Snape and classmates, and Ron agreed. Oh, I can only imagine with Mr. Snape. Harry and Ron were talking about something and laughing quietly, attracting Snape's attention. That didn't take long. Snape was staring them down, and almost all the students were staring at them. Some were laughing at their stupidity of not noticing this professor, and how much what? Thromboembolism. No idea. They would be in. This is why you don't use long words in this damn book. Okay, anyways. While others simply ignored it. Mr. Potter? Hummed Professor Snape. Harry heard him, but didn't respond. He wanted the whole class to hear his surname and pay attention. Oh gosh. I'm getting awkward. And when I get awkward, I get giggly. I can't do this. Okay. Mr. Potter, boomed Snape's voice through the dungeon classroom. Everyone looked up at them, and some students kept snickering. Yes, Professor, asked Draco and Harry in unison, looking at the stuttered professor, paying strong attention. I believe you should check your ears, Mr. Malfoy, as I called for someone else. Oh, really? I recall you saying, me, Potter. Am I right? Maybe I should re-say that. Oh, really? I recall you saying, me, Potter. Am I right? Professor Snape nodded slowly, looking from one boy to the other. Who had the is something wrong look? Well, I am Potter. At least now I am. Am I missing something? Hummed. Sorry. This makes me awkward. Oh my gosh. And funny. Sorry. Professor Snape nodded, slowly looking from one boy to the other. Who had the is something wrong look? Well, I am Potter. At least now I am. Am I missing something? Hummed Snape, bewildered by the news. You sure are, said Harry, and Draco nodded. The two boys revealed their hands with two identical rings. The whole class cheered and clapped loud, the screams of excitement echoing through the dungeon. Nearby classmates who were sitting next to either Harry or Draco launched themselves at them with hugs and congratulations. This was a rather surprising reaction, as they expected there to be a few students that would think it was disgusting. Apparently not. Professor Snape shook his head, getting rid of all the confusing thoughts, and clapped slowly. I'm sorry. When I was little, I always looked up to the guy who played Snape, and I'm just picturing him doing that. And I just am so proud. Because I always looked up to him. Alan Rickman. I always loved him in movies and such like that. And, oh, man. I'm so sad that he died of the worst cancer and the most painful cancer to get, prostate cancer, which is, prostate? I know it's not, it's the most, ouch. I'm sorry, I'm imagining it. It was, I think, prostate cancer, right? What did he die of? Tell me, dang it. Illness and death. He had suffered a mini stroke and diagnosed with pancreatic. That's the most painful cancer. The second one, I think, is either bone or prostate. Because, well, when your prostate is like what you poop with and you sit down with, and that's going to be impossible to do. Pancreatic cancer, he revealed the fact that he had terminal cancer to only his closest confidants. When he died, the truth came out, His remains were cremated on the 3rd of February 2016 in the West London crematorium in Kensal Green. His ashes were given to his wife, Rima Horton. His final 2 films were Eye in the Sky and Alice Through the Looking Glass. They were also dedicated to his memory. Sorry. Man. I always loved Alan Rickman, and I just wanted to point it out that I always imagined the actual actors acting out everything I have read. So when he was getting rid of the confusing thoughts and clapped slowly, it hit me. I'm sorry. It made me think of him still alive through the character. Now, before I cry, I should get through with this. About time you two stop staring at each other throughout my lessons and admit your silly love business. You may sit together if you wish, and please try to not disturb Clesson ever again. But I have to say, that was really smart way of coming out. Congratulations. Harry stood up and quickly moved over to a free space next to Draco, as the space next to himself was occupied by Ron. The 2 secretly held hands under the table throughout the lesson and couldn't stop smiling. At dinner time, Harry convinced Draco to come with him to Dumbledore and resign to Gryffindor, as Draco took his surname and he was a Gryffindor. Why don't you just go to Slytherin, boy? Actually, Slytherin would be so cool. They live in the fucking dungeon. Can you think about that? A dungeon, a real dungeon. I would totally sign up for that. It might be cold, but I have a really thick blanket made of 100% wool. Oh, I would be like an angry caterpillar. The whole entire time, hopping around in my blanket, just laying there, Anyways, Draco would do anything just to be with his husband, but swapping houses was just unusual. Professor Dumbledore, may we have a moment to discuss something, please? Said Harry, walking up to the staff table. Dumbledore nodded kindly and excused himself from the table. They went to the hallway, and Dumbledore paid them his best attention, while eyeing the students in the hall for any funny business. So, what... I can't do this. I have to do a good accent of Dumbledore. I don't have an old accent. Ugh. So, what is it you would like to discuss? And by the way, my congratulations on your marriage. Thank you, sir. Is it possible to swap houses? Asked Harry, stroking the rim of of Draco's hand. When I read that, I looked at it like he stroked the rim of Draco's head. It was like there's a rim on a head, probably, if you actually cut it open. But we're not going there. With his thumb, as they held hands to calm him down, the blonde was beginning to panic in front of the headmaster and wanted to go back to the Great Hall. Well, yes, not common, but not that it's never been heard of. Could Draco be resigned to Gryffindor? We would like to be together, if you know what I mean. All right. I will inform Professor Snape that one of his students is leaving Slytherin, and inform Professor McGonagall that I was looking up from his students, and then I saw she, and I put them together and went, he. that that she has another student to be added. After Sinner, wait, what? That's literally what it says. Oh, my word. Okay. After dinner, Mr. Potter will, he found his words as he forgot that both of them were now Potters. I mean, Harry will take you to Gryffindor Common Room, give you the password, and show you around. Won't you, Harry? Your old and new stuff will be transported to your new house. Now, if you excuse me, I believe I have to head back to the staff table. Do you mind? Of course, sir. Thank you, sir. The two boys walked back to the Great Hall. After handing over Draco's Slytherin tie to Dumbledore, Draco hesitantly sat down at the Gryffindor table next to Harry and was warmly greeted by fellow Gryffindors. The Slytherins, on the other hand, provided him with cold stares of betrayal as their leader left the pack. Professor Slughorn walked up to the front and used a spell to make his voice loud as he boomed through the hall. Dear students, I hope this afternoon is going to be rather entertaining. As you know, a month and a half ago. So, he's only a month pregnant? Is it, like, sped up by magic? Never mind. Okay, let's go on. I sent 8 of my students from the Love Potions class to the Muggle world to create a career based on their talents with Muggle interests. Their appearance were changed as well, as you noticed the day before they left. Right now they are back to normal, so I'm sorry, not much epic stuff. But however, we can all congratulate them as they have made great success in the Muggle world. The hall echoed with loud cheers and claps. Yes. That is marvelous. Oh gosh, he's gonna announce it. He's gonna ruin the plan. Okay. But something unique happened. 2 out of the 8 students decided to pair up together to create the career and were most successful at all. Okay. He didn't ruin it. Thank goodness. Okay. Give a hand to Draco and Harry Potter. Oh, the grammar. It's like a stab in the heart. Okay. Because he said, give a hand to Draco and Harry Potter. That's all he had to say. But no, he said Potters. And I went, cringe. Sorry. I'm in 2 English classes right now. So when I see an error, I cringe so much. Sorry. Professor Slughorn announced and dropped the bomb on people that didn't know yet. Tonight, all 8 of them will perform a great show, showing what they have learned. Could we please welcome Miss Lavender Brown on stage, please? Welcomed Professor Slughorn, clapping with a brown-haired girl. Her digital look was gone, but the power was still with her. Draco couldn't really see because of the tall boy blocking the view. As Harry straddled him onto his lap, Draco blushed at that, and Harry comforted him by stroking his cheek and kissing his neck softly. Miss Lavender's job is to hack a dangerous digital system that she was asked to create. As you can see, nothing can hack it. He demonstrated trying all the hacking spells to open up a digital floating bear trap that was created of running green numerals. It was snapping and getting close to Lavender, who now appeared on stage and was tied up, unable to move her feet. This looked risky. Ugh. I'm sorry, but this is like a magic trick. I'm sorry, I don't like that. She magicked her digital keyboard and started picking up some systems, which she hacked, which revealed more sites and systems to hack. Eventually, when the trap was getting close, it suddenly stopped and the ropes suddenly exploded into a virtual numerals that faded quickly. She stood up, vanished her keyboard, and took a low bow. The room was filled with applause and cheers. Draco was clapping in his father's fancy, slow, rich manner. Oh, I know that clap too, and I hate it. Sorry. As he was still jealous to Lavender for cuddling with his husband. Hey, she ain't gonna have his babies, though. Sorry. Harry gave him another breathtaking kiss on the neck, and Draco cleared his mind, relaxing in Harry's arms as Goyle was welcomed on stage. His job was to make a person do things he normally can't do. He said he would need a volunteer, and Harry's hand shot up. "Are you mad?" hissed Draco, grabbing Harry by the wrist. "Calm down. He knows what he's doing." "Do you?" "Maybe." Harry put up the intrigue, leaving the table and going on stage under the cheers of the students. Draco bit his lip and closed his fingers. He was worried as he remembered how Goyle sent Harry crashing to the ground, and when he decided to test his new given powers on him. If he did anything to Harry, he would be a dead man. And now he was already on one leg in the grave by performing things on Harry. Goyle stood aside, moving only one arm. He made Harry do things he could never do before. He made him do backflips on the ground with nothing to bounce off. He made him do a one-arm handstand. The final thing seemed to be dangerous. He walked up to Harry and whispered something in his ear, as if asking. Harry looked concerned for a moment, swallowed, and nodded. Apparently Goyle was going to be dead before the show was even over. Oh, gosh. Harry suddenly was lifted off his feet, and Goyle, after great difficulty, lifted him up pretty high. Harry's face winced in pain. His shoulders were tight by his side. He held in the pain, and it didn't seem deadly. That was it. If anyone messed with his husband, they were messing with Draco too. He grabbed his wand and sent Goyle flying a few feet away against the wall. Not hard. It didn't even hurt, but was just to send him away from Harry as far as possible. That was a terrible mistake, as Goyle lost control and Harry fell on the ground. Oh my gosh. This is not what I would do. I mean, I'm protective, but I wouldn't think that stupidly. It's magic. Anything can go wrong. That's the problem, though. It's that he was the one in control. You had to have faith. I know he did something before he knew what he could do. Now you fucked it up, boy. He scrambled up and went to help Goyle up. Some were shocked to see a Gryffindor help with Slytherin. Apparently, there was a truce. After all, no big surprise, as there was already a Slytherin, future Gryffindor, married to a Gryffindor. Goyle scrambled up to his feet, looking around for whoever attacked him, but Draco kept quiet. Nobody saw him curse Goyle, so nobody was looking at him to give him away. People were shocked, but everybody decided to forget what happened and tossed it over the shoulder and simply cheered. Harry walked back to the Gryffindor table and sat on the other side of it. When Draco tried to talk to Harry, he put up a talk to the hand and ignored him. He knew it was Draco because he was very protective of Harry. Harry was mad at him because the levitation didn't really hurt nearly as much as being crashed to the ground. That's the problem, though. This is why you don't do this shit. You don't get this protective. I know he's like the father of your child, but I mean, if you get rid of him, you're like the star of the movie and shit. That means you can do shit that you can't even do. I'm kidding, but I mean, like, you don't really need a man's to better yourself. Just saying. It was the moment that he was called up along with Harry. Wow, amazing timing. Just when they are mad at each other. Merlin, this is going to be difficult. Boys, you have reached a great musical career. Oh, Draco, you are capable of improvising an amazing performance following the beat of Harry's music. As if you have been practicing for it for months, Harry, you are capable of improvising any song on the spot, as if you wrote it a long time ago. Am I right, boys? The two nodded, shifting on their feet from so much spotlight. I need to get my water, but it's over there, so nah. Well then, I also recall hearing news you have colossal amount of fans. You have had trouble getting away from them, haven't you? The boys and the other students laughed and chuckled at that, agreeing. Well then, I know I will now let the two of you listen to the music first. Then you will have to improvise and sing a lyric for it. Right now, right here, right now, and make a show. You have to make this about you running from fans that are heavily attracted to you. Make this nice and modern. Put all you got in it. Off we go. Professor Slughorn set off the music, which was very fast. Apparently, this song was also going to have to be fast. Harry already knew the title and lyrics, as it automatically formed in his mind. Draco's fingers were already twitching, thinking of the performance. As the music ended, it went for another round, while the intro beat was still going. Harry announced the song. Take a hint. Oh my gosh, no. Sorry. I listened to this with a friend who's victorious, like, nuts. So I kind of got sick of it over time. Ugh. Everyone cheered and then fell silent as Harry started singing. Oh, please don't tell me we have to sing this. Wait. Okay. This looks like lyrics and I don't like it. Harry started singing and a figure of rocks, fire began basically miming a dance due to the lyrics of the song. Why? Oh my gosh. Oh. This is gonna hurt. I have to think of how it goes now. I'm not sick of it. I forgot about it. Why am I always chased down by people I don't like? I can always see that I'm not interested, and they freeze me to the spot, and they keep talking their talk while I try to get away. When my numbers being asked for, they seem to find their ways. Oh my gosh. They don't let me stand a chance, make me sing their demands. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of it anymore. And if they pay a coin for each person to go away, my pockets are run empty. You'd be rich, I'd be stray. Can't they see I'm afraid? I have nothing else to say. They don't let me rest a day. They get away. Now I can't go for a walk. I'm forced to listen to their talk. Around each corner, they await. Get away. Oh my gosh. Okay. Get away. I guess they don't get it. They're still standing at my door. They take a pictures of me like I'm an animal of sorts. I'm a human, I need rest. I have all my life to stress. I just gotta let it out. Leave me alone to make progress, okay? Can't they see I'm afraid? I have nothing else to say. They don't let me rest a day. Get away. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, this really sounds bad. But I mean, if I made up a tune, yeah, it would sound good. But this is already a tune that I know of. Now I can't go for a walk. I'm forced to listen to their talk. Round each corner they await. Get away. This is not Take a Hint, but okay. What about go? Don't you get it? Say go and tell your friends. I just want to be alone. I can finally pick my pieces. My job is not the simplest. This does not rhyme. Why doesn't anyone accord? Can't they see I have nothing else to. Don't let me me rest. Get away. I'm so confused. I'll just finish the last 3 lines. Now I can't go for a walk. I'm forced to listen to their talk. Around each corner they await. Get away. The song ended with a heavy, loud crash music, which was surprisingly faded out by the deafening cheers and beloved screams of the public. Everyone was fascinated by the show and the song. Even the teachers were standing up and screaming and cheering. Well, that's uncharacteristic. Whatever. Throughout the song, everyone got off their seats and was already standing in the front of the stage like a nightclub, dancing away. As everyone returned to their seats, the following shows of Ginny, Parvati, Blaise, and Neville were performed. Everyone was fascinated. That was a roller coaster, and it's 48 minutes long. I am so sorry. Hey, pickers can't be choosers, right? Well, guys, I have to leave it there, and I don't know what it is. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I know it's been long, but I think you deserve a little bit more after waiting so long for me to post something new. And I hope this chapter you actually really like it. You're My Sunshine will be done maybe tomorrow, because that is a longer one, even longer than this. It is I don't think it gets sexual. I was only barely even done with it when I found out I was not recording the whole thing, and I got pissed at myself. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much. Please let me know what you want to hear next. Not my singing, I hope. I do like singing, but not that. Well, guys, I love you guys so much. Please be happy, be healthy, and always be loving. And always, actually, I'm going to come out with a new video, and I think it's only going to be my voice and pictures of people's comments on the screen, because I want to talk to you a lot about things that I have screenshotted, and I want to answer them immediately, because people have had questions, and I haven't been able to answer them since, oh my goodness, how long? Since December, and I need to get this out. Actually, I'll get one out that's from December 27th, 2019. Hey, could I please have a shout out? And it's for Elizabeth Pippin from Lord of the Rings. And I'm really sorry that I didn't get to give you a shout out then, but now you get a shout out now. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you subscribe. And thank you for just being there and supporting me this whole time on my emotional journey. Well, thank you guys so much for being there. I love you guys so much. Bye-bye.